Welcome, I am going to be co-hosting this channel, and as you can see here, the game that I am playing is WarThunder. This will be one of my main games. As you can see, I have a pretty standard, bog standard British lineup, and a good plane to take out first is the Mosquito, because it has a heavy front armament, and on your first attack you are going to be mainly facing enemies from the front or above. They're not going to be really coming behind you unless you let them go behind you. Rather, with things after that, it is easier to sneak up on people from the sides. But as long as you're aware, then you should be pretty good. Mosquito, pretty good armament for head-to-head combat. 4 20mm, 4 Brownings. Pretty solid aircraft. Does sometimes fall to pieces. You can equip it with bombs and rockets, but they do slow it down quite a bit, and it's not the fastest aircraft. As you can see in the teams, people to look out for is probably the Spitfire, another Mosquito, Hurricane, 2B, retro aircrafters. Okay, so I think I'm going to go on the side on this YR2 as he tries to bomb our stuff. Maybe the B-17. B-17 is probably a bigger target. And as you can see, or rather can't, I have the stealth bullets and the bullets for air targets, which means you have no tracers. So it's better for sneak attacking people. B-17's gone. YER's got me with its gunner. YERs have particularly strong gunners, actually. They have rather high caliber guns for the gunners. And actually have quite a decent forward armament as well. There's my aircraft splitting to pieces. Next, I think I'll take out my LF Mark 9, and I am trying to research a tier 5 jet, so that's why I'm not using the F Mark 9, which is the faster version, because this one's tier 4, and tier 4 is better at researching tier 5s. Yeah, this one has okay armament, bit outdated by its time in the war. 2 20mm, 4 Brownings. Now, the Brownings on this one have not been tuned to have stealth bullets, because I haven't researched that one yet. But the 20mm are stealth. KI-49 coming in. Nope, no, he's gone away. Looks as if, yep, first with 1 kill, which is bad but good. Oh no, I don't have good belts on the 20mm either. Here's a Mosquito. You don't want to attack it from the front, but rather you want a more side-on approach like that. Side on to the front, because they don't have a particularly good turn time. So you can generally get the wing of the cockpit. Just took that Corsair to pieces. Oh, just took his back off. That AM's gone. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. So I dodge fire and land at the same time, and now it's gone. Whole right wing shit off. P-36, I think, yep. Quite a good plane. Solid front armament. Maybe not as maneuverable as they might like, but still a pretty decent airplane. Drop something off that thing. B-17. B-17s are surprisingly well used to this level, because they are quite a good bomber. They are a bit better than Lancaster in the type they do have a bit more armament. P-51s are good fighters at this level, and so are some of the latest Spitfires that I'll show off at some point. Be it in this video, another video, I don't know. Front hits Yak 3 on the inside, is burning, he's not going to make it anywhere, maybe. MG's reloaded, don't crash into me. Got him. That was actually surprisingly good, because it was only the .03 caliber Brownings. 20mm back now though as well, so. BF-109. Yeah, I'm shot down by fuck off. Only my wiring turned off. It says in theory you should be able to fly with 1 wing, but it usually gives you the leave aircraft thing when you'll have 1 wing. Sometimes you might be able to fly, sometimes you can't. Another good thing with the new version is down in the bottom. I have a backup for that one. Down in the bottom, there is a thing that tells you where all the planes damaged. It's a lot more detailed than it was before, so that's quite nice, and that's individual for most aircraft. This was one of the better Spitfires, Griffin engine, and if you look at the front, you can see the V with the pistons. This one has two, no, yes, one has two, 12.7 millimeter machine guns, and then the two 20mm cannons. And the 20mm cannons don't have invisible belts. Actually, no, do they? They do. The smaller machine guns don't, but they are still red, like 20mm cannons. When in WarThunder, you gotta sometimes consider your tactics. Do you want invisible belts to give them a shock and to help, or do you want to help, like, kill the enemy? Or do you want, like, tracers, which are better at setting them on fire, and make the enemy scared and under pressure? They have lots of guns. It's a very interesting imbalance thing, because this KI is down. Don't crash into the B-17. Yep, okay, good. That B-17 is not going to make it. He's not going to make it back off. It's a pretty good shot. Typhoon, they're still quite used to this level. That is my only tier 3 plane remaining, because it is one of the best tier 3 planes. It is gone. They do have quite a big weakness in the wings, so if you are looking for them, the wings is the place to go. Spitfire coming on front on, maybe not. Generally, if they're coming front on but going from an aircraft near you, you can sometimes get some good hits in, because they're like on a cross line, and they generally have a constant bearing, so you can just line up and shoot. Excuse me. Yak 9 coming in here. Good forward armament, really good forward armament. Yep, as you can see, just shot me to pieces. Blew my engine out, blew my wings off, as you can see, but down the bottom, wing spar's gone. Tail's now burnt off as well. Generally an insta-kill gun on the front of that. I think I've taken the Spitfire Mark 16 this time. Excuse me. Because it is a very maneuverable plane. Oh, okay, mended. I was about to say, it as well has the 12.7mm and the 20mm. Here we go. 4th in the team. Mission failed, but an assortment of trophies. Oh, and a battle trophy. What am I going to get? $10,000. I suppose it's pretty good. Okay, well, I guess that's the end for the first video, and I hope to see you again sometime soon.